Hello. I actually hadn't planned to do an update this quickly, but there's been a lot of stuff I've learned over the past couple of days, um, and I wanted to make sure that I was communicating and documenting this. And you'll have to forgive me because the meds that I'm on right now kind of make me have a little trouble concentrating. But um, first off, I just am overwhelmed by how much love and respect and sweetness and prayers and calls and comments that I have gotten over my video that I posted when I told you of my diagnosis. Um, I'm still kind of in the midst of the beginning of everything. Um, we are just kind of learning the process. It's slower than I would like it to be because honestly, I just want to get going and get started and get at the process of killing this in my body. But there are a lot of steps that are involved. Medically, let's talk about that. I thought the phone call that I got the other day was to schedule my actual portacath to be installed, and it wasn't. It was actually just for me to meet the doctor that would be installing it. And actually, he showed me what he was going to put in. It's larger than I thought. It goes under the skin so that they don't have to stick me over and over to administer medicine to me, which is good because that gets old, as anyone who has been in the hospital knows. Today, I actually go to the hospital to do the pre-admissions screening thing. So basically, I think that's just they'll do the paperwork with me. There's going to take some vitals, some blood, and just get me set up. The actual procedure for the portacath is going to be on May 23rd. And that is at the hospital, and that is, I believe, under anesthesia. So we'll get that taken care of. It was a little more intense than I realized. So it just shows you how naive I am about all of these kind of things. Then my schedules for the PET scan and the MRI are for May 22nd, the actual day before the port. So they'll be doing those scans. Those are at two different locations. So Michael will be chauffeuring me all over the place, basically. And once those are done, I take the disc and take those to my oncologist and the radiologist, which are both thankfully at the same location. I'm going to be treated at Baptist Cancer Center. And there we have a meeting on May 28th, which is another consultation, at which time they will decide exactly the treatment, although it is still chemo and radiation, but the schedule for that treatment and how long. And we'll see if the cancer is anywhere else in my body, and if that would be the case, how we would have to deal with that. And then they'll set up the plan of action, at which point I will give you more information. I am on 6 different meds at this time, so I'm not able to drive because I'm under the influence of those. And I have a little difficulty, like I said in the beginning, of having clear thoughts, quick thoughts. I would say my reaction time is slower. It's like 2 margaritas in, I guess. But we're going to just be on the safe side with that. And Michael's job, I want to say that 3A Collision has been fantastic. They have told him that anytime he needs to be away to help me, that is fine. And I'm so, so thankful for them and their willingness and understanding during this time to allow him to do what he needs to do. My parents, of course, have stepped up and have driven me places as well to appointments yesterday. And also my mom is taking care of my grandsons on the nights that normally I would be doing that, because I am unable to do that because of so many appointments. And Allison has to go to work, and Joe works, and it's just like we've all just come together, and everybody's just working hard together to make sure everything goes as we need it to go. So there's the medical update. But something more important than that has really been happening, and that is the number of messages that I've received, the sweet thoughts and comments and promises of prayer. I got to tell you that I have not been afraid again since I have been receiving all these prayers. The fear is just not there. I feel a peace, a certainty of just knowing that things are going to be okay. I can't even begin to express it. I would say, not to speak for Michael, but I have seen the change in him as well. We both are just calm and just able to talk and deal and follow the plan and not be upset, and just, it's been remarkable. And I know that that is prayer. That is the Lord being with me, just like he says he's going to, just like he promises he's going to, because he keeps his promises. And there have been several messages that I've received from total strangers, because you guys are sharing these videos, and I want to thank you for that, because I feel like part of this, part of the purpose, part of my purpose in this is to share my story and help somebody else. And so thank you so much for sharing. I'm going to try not to get these too long, because it just becomes too much for someone to watch. But there were a couple of things that have been shared with me. People who've gone down this same path, this road, that I would have no idea to even ask about. Things like, I'll need a special soap when I'm having radiation, because regular soap burns your skin, and things like that. So these little tidbits of information are like gold. And I'm so thankful that people are opening it up to me and telling me their stories and their journeys, and sharing that with me. I have had such a blessing from so many of you. I was contacted by somebody that when we were little girls had leukemia. I think we were in 2nd or 3rd grade, who contacted me and said that I had been there for her 40 years ago, and that she was going to be there for me. And I am so moved by that, Lori. And I never have stopped thinking about that journey that you went on. Even when I had small children of my own, I was just remembering how tough of a little girl you were. And for you to reach out to me now, for me, is such a blessing. Also, there have been several of you that have reached out and given me Bible verses to read. And there's been one that just really spoke to me. And I'm going to read it to you, because I think it's important for any of us who are suffering. And I have to put on my granny glasses, but here we go. It's 1 Peter 5:10. And after you have suffered a little while, the God of all grace, who has called you to his eternal glory in Christ, will himself restore, confirm, strengthen, and establish you. And that's 1 Peter 5:10. And my sweet friend Stephanie Grissom sent that to me as she was introducing me to a friend of hers who had gone through this same journey. And her friend has given me a lot of great information as well. And that verse just really speaks to me, and at this time that was something I really needed to say. I have it written down to where I can look at it and remind myself that God will restore me, and it's part of his purpose that I and Michael to go through this, and my family. There's a reason. So that was really special that she brought that to me. And the last thing I want to bring to you is another friend who sent me a song. And a lot of you are spoken to through music, like it just speaks to the soul. So the song is called Prince of Peace, and I'm going to post it along the link to it along with this video. It is beautiful, and it's wonderful and very restoring, encouraging, and I hope that you all will take time to listen to it and enjoy that as well. So I look forward to talking to you more about this journey. I thank you so much again. You have all been so sweet and supportive, and we live in this murky, ugly world sometimes. And what I have learned in the past couple of days is that my brothers and sisters in Christ are a light in this world, just like we're supposed to be. And they're there to uplift you and pick up and carry you when you don't feel like you can walk. And I hope that I can do that for you as well. And that's my mission right now. So till next time, you guys, I will let you know when more things happen. Probably not until after I have that final consultation with the doctors on the 28th. Then I'll give you more information. But thank you again all so much. Bye.